This is 2. Going to do MSQ. Up. Alright. Everyone has usual. Oh. Next ship to sail. I have 15 weapons. You have time to talk. Gather everyone to Dawn's fight. Together assess the situation. Which we let's take stock of the faction. The crisis at hand began with the sudden appearance of ominous towers in a multitude of locations throughout the world. Factions were brought to play by the Lotharoy during the 5 days of the past. This cannot imprison the faith perverted or primal summoning. The motif this expansion. Once we find a way to deal with the corruption for us surrounding the stars, we cannot even get close enough to rescue anyone. Yoshi, the Blessing of Light, seems to be able to resist being tempered at least. What happened to Arvold and Fodolo, we might be very careful about how we proceed. While these threats close to home are paramount concerns, we mustn't decide the situation in Colombo. Under the leadership of Fantasia, one other fellow Zeno Ye Galvez, Crown Prince and a dear friend. His old body murdered Emperor Varus and plunged Colombo into an ever deeper pit of chaos. Other the party seen the worst of it for a good while now. It was the bloodiest fighting war of succession. Now it has changed in a terrible way. By general reconnaissance, the area was not only rent of the barking of cannons or the cries of discord. There was an eerie fog of silence that blanketed that ruined city. The inhabitants appeared to have been tempered. With not a word spoken did they labor to transform the place into a soaring edifice born of nightmares. They were suddenly made thralls. It seemed safe to assume that these events too were orchestrated by the Lotharoy. Army of Primals is awful enough, but in light of recent developments, I fear it is only the prelude to an even greater catastrophe. We need to devise a means to counter this threat, quickly, before our allies are overwhelmed. We'll find a way in Charlian, I'm sure of it. Master Fortunaut's comments during the final days were curious to say the least. Worlds no more than it lets on. Alright, to erupt. You see word from Mistress Cryo. It says the arrangements for your visit has been finalized. But then lives limits on board the next ship bound for Charlian. An arrival present yourself as associates of the student of Badesian, but to assist with the order's restoration. Here we go. Marriage may be settled, but what of your thoughts? You must race at the prospect of returning home after so long. I'm eager to see it, of course. Of course, you should set off at once. And I'll accompany you to the docks. We need at least one person there to wave and cry and wish you a safe journey. Aww. Oh, Dr. Blue. Last one. I've lived in the cave for a good part of my life, but even for me, the thought of returning to Charlie is quite exciting. And how does otherwise live? Others who live both lives. The grim race to bring the Charlie in. No. And that was stripped us of the privilege of our family. They're going home for me as well. Probably live. And in I can be teased by them. We're courage from most guardians. Both seem so far away. Very far away. You want to here, which is good because I already paid for your passages and the fee is non-refundable. You'll be pulling to port soon, so please follow me and have all your luggage close at hand. I know it's two lava fells on the left. Wait for the samurai and...
They've almost finished loading our cargo. We should be ready to depart right on schedule, or so I'm told.
Excellent. 'Tis nice to have a smooth beginning to one's journey, at the very least.
It's funny. Master Louis Soir came here on a ship very much like this one. And now, years later, the street urchin he befriended that day is bound for his mentor's homeland. With his mentor's grandchildren, no less.
Aye. 'Tis upon reflection that every twist of time's river and fate's whims are brought into sharp relief. Thou hast matured much in the intervening years. Wert thou not caught attempting to relieve Master Louisoix of his purse scant moments after he made landfall upon this dock?
Oh, really? Now that's a tale I'd like to hear.
Will this be your first visit to Charlian, Sir Estinian? Sir Estinian?
Are we strangers newly met? Why this stiff formality?
I, merely meant it as a professional courtesy, since we are now colleagues in an official sense.
I'd rather you dispense with the sirs, especially in private company. Or I'll be forced to respond in kind, little Lord Alphino.
You've made your point, Estinian. Painfully well.
Better.
Are you all right, Tataru? You seem positively distraught.
Distraught? Me? Don't be silly. I think it's lovely that they get to see their homeland.
Aww.
It's just, we're trying to thwart the schemes of an army hellbent on destroying the world. And once again, I have to stay behind and worry that this is the last time I'll get to see my friends.
I'll bring them back this time, I promise. Things will pause. I'll bring them back safe and sound. I promise.
I'll hold you to that.
Oh god.
Ah, good. You're still here.
Oh my god, he has a voice.
Hori! Kultine! What brings you all this way?
What the nay?
We're to assist the Maelstrom and the Kobolds with a lunar primal operation, so we thought we'd see you off before heading to the tower. Flamine and the others wish you all a safe journey, and promise that they'll look after things here until you return. We will too, of course. Aye, we your fellow Scions of the Seventh Dawn will do our part to ensure the end of the world won't happen on our watch.
We're set to sail! All aboard for Charlian!
It's time.
Then we must delay no longer. We will contact you the moment we learn aught of value. Wish us luck.
Have a safe journey, and please, be careful.
That's our leader.
And so you venture forth unto the unknown. A fate beyond the horizon that cannot be divined. A future undefined and in flux. In uncertain times, naught but the simplest words of wisdom will suffice. That which lives is destined to die. Love leads to loss. Every beginning has an end. Treasure every moment, every step of your descent.
Oh, they did not spoiler Emmett throughout the whole thing. The launch trailer, just everything from this beginning part.
the depths where souls and stars rest, find your truth.
Ah, the map. Let's see his in colorway again.
Here. Feel. Think.
The day has barely dawned, my fellow earlier riser. Though we're hardly alone in that. Envious of those still sleeping soundly, no doubt.
Are you awake?
Called out to you, you say?
Oh.
I've heard nothing myself. In any case, I dare say the sea air will do you good. Why not join the others on deck? Charlian should be coming into view at any moment.
My voice yet reaches you. I am glad. Hear, feel, think. And thus do we meet face to face at last. My warrior of light, guided by the crystal.
Official words no longer. Why now, Hydaelyn?
After your sojourn in the First, I believe you have your answer. You have gained an understanding of what I truly am, what Hydaelyn has always been, a primal. Zodiac was created to forestall the apocalypse which threatened the ancient world, and I was brought forth to bind him. Yet 7 times now, those who would orchestrate a return to that bygone era have rejoined a shard to the god I had sundered. The greater his strength grows, the swifter does mine own diminish. The power to draw your mind into the rift betwixt is no longer mine to wield. Yet though it taxes me sorely, I dare not leave these words unsaid. Even bereft of my guidance, you and your companions have accepted the burden of this star's troubled past. A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine. Wheels shudder and turn. Conflict looms. Monumental. Which will decide the fate of this world and all life upon it. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Cast your peepers to the fore, folks. Sharlayan's just over yonder.
I will not keep you further. Your traveler's heart must yearn to behold this unfamiliar land. We shall meet again, and soon.
Traveler's heart.
Oh, what a fine morning. Oh, still a bit stiff though.
And a good morning to you too. Taking a look at the island already?
Then let's go. Let's go. Might still be room in the prow if we're lucky.
Ah, the sleepers have arisen. There she is. Good old Sharlayan.
Oh, I see it.
Home. Home at last. Well, maybe not in Father's eyes, but we'll manage on our own, if we must.
You do know you're not alone in this, don't you?
Indeed, 'tis as Sir Estinian saith. Forget not the comrades who boarded this ship at your side, I prithee.
Thank you, my friends. We are ever grateful for your steadfast support.
Upon arrival, we will be disembarking into the heart of Sharlayan proper. There is no greater concentration of wisdom in all the world. I am confident that somewhere within that center of knowledge and learning, we will find the answers we seek.
It's such an anime style opening. Endwalker.
Sharlayan, the solitary island nation of the northern seas. Where under the watchful gaze of Thaliak, patron deity of scholars, academics hoard all manner of knowledge and secrets. Once, they deigned to accept foreign students into a distant colony maintained in the Dravanian hinterlands. How swiftly they abandoned it once the first Garlean boot set hostile foot on Alamegan soil. So averse to the prosecution of war, these men of wisdom, your would-be allies.
Oh, so it's talking to us.
I thought they'd never let us off the ship. What's next then? Entry applications?
Hopefully they find no cause to deny us.
Hasn't Sharlayan all but severed relations with foreign powers? Those of us without direct ties, myself included, may be refused outright.
'Tis true that, as a nation, Sharlayan only forms trade agreements with a select few neutral countries. But from a practical standpoint, an island cannot afford to be overly strict with its borders, especially not if that island's people are wholly devoted to the accumulation of knowledge. If one submits the proper paperwork, with satisfactory evidence of identity and intent, then foreigners may be granted entry.
May.
Quite. So let us be absolutely clear on these points before we proceed. The immigration officer will ask for your affiliation and your purpose of visit. Considering Sharlayan's views on intervention, I strongly suggest we avoid any mention of the Scions. Kral has laid the groundwork for us to act as associates of the students of Baldessian, and our ostensible reason for being here is to aid in their order's restoration. Grahatir, it might expedite our progress should an actual student be seen at the head of our little group. Would you mind leading the way?
Of course. The immigration officers were this way, as I recall. Shall we? Greetings. We've just arrived and are eager to make our way into the city. Would you be so kind as to process our entry applications?
Certainly. I see by your mark you are an Archon.
I am. Grahatir of the Students of Baldessian at your service. I was assigned to an Eorzean survey team, but have returned to assist with the reformation of my order. My associates here will provide additional support.
Very good. I have paperwork detailing your group and its scheduled arrival for today. And it seems some few of your companions are also Archons. If you'll step forward, we can process those applications first.
Ishtola rule.
See how it glows? That list is etherically linked with the citizen registry kept in the main repository.
I've confirmed your status as Archons and amended your travel records accordingly. Welcome home. Now, who do we have here?
Alphino Leveilleur.
And Alizé Leveilleur.
Your applications have also been approved. Having said that, the streets are abuzz with talk of how House Leveilleur's lord disowned his young progeny.
Oof, that spreads quickly.
And while such personal circumstances constitute no reason to deny you entry, I urge you to avoid exacerbating your present situation. Times are quite troubled enough already.
We shall keep that in mind.
These last two are not Sharlayan natives, but you will find their credentials are in order. An application was made in advance.
Name and occupation?
Adventure by trade. Artisan. Champion of Eorzea. Choices. Alright, the last one's gonna get me kicked out of the place. I do have everything at 80. Also adventurer by trade. Oh, let's go artisan.
Indeed. Your profile describes you as an adventurer, but one also trained in the rather more constructive pursuits of procurement and production. You may enter.
Nice. Now I want to see all the choices.
And you, sir?
Estinian Valino, formerly of the Order of the Knights Dragoon in Ishgard.
Formally, at least. And what, pray tell, is your profession now?
Look away.
If you'll allow me.
Trial.
My associate is a mercenary, hired for his strength at arms. Surely you are aware of the dangers we often face on our forays into the wilderness.
Mistress Baldessian, if you insist on sponsoring his entry, then so be it. But while I appreciate that desperate times call for desperate measures, I find your choice of company concerning. Be advised that even a single misstep may have severe repercussions for your organization.
I have every confidence in my chosen company, dear and trusted comrades that they are. But I thank you for your concern.
Croyle, it is good to see you.
Likewise. Long voyage notwithstanding, you will seem none the worse for wear. There is much to discuss, but this is hardly the place. Let's be on our way, shall we? Oh! Welcome, friends, to Sharlayan.
As your mercenary, I should hope my welcome includes a generous salary.
Well, I had to say something, Sir Taciturn.
Hey, I finally made it. Custom of gravity lies on the man. Why would it matter how I earn my living? Great city of Charlie. You may have noticed some similarities with the Crystarium. Yes, in fact, Oh, but we really should let say hers. Her say first. competition another time. That's not to worry, but the city is not finished before we finish on this. Even longing that the years I spent in the first past year in the blink of an eye, the city seems untouched by time. Extend thee my warmest welcome, Sakuro. The wisdom of my hope and aid us in our endeavor. When they meet, Shioto. That's why you should come to put off those on bureaucrats and sticklers for detail. The lines. Good exposition of what I've learned and how we may proceed. I've seen his first time Charlie, and for the rest of you, a homecoming that was long overdue. What's up places you wish to visit, people you're dying to see? Therefore, I propose we postpone our agenda so that you all may have sufficient time to recover from your journey and your bearings in the city. To set in, we can reconvene at the Badesian Annex. Does that sound? There's a fine suggestion. We may not be welcome at the Souvier estate as such, but I should like to know around the neighborhood all the same. I'm equally untethered, as it were. There's no particular place that my kin call home. Still, I should not pass the opportunity to reacquaint myself with the city. Likewise, a quick tour of old haunts might even use some useful gossip. Alex was west of the Etherite Plaza, wasn't it? I'll join you there or not. Yes, we'll see you there. Two other places I would be amiss in not visiting forthwith by that leave. To you, Estinian, my service as a guide of yours for that asking. Won't be necessary. Until we reconvene, I prefer to wander as the wind takes me. But I could... Oh... Oh, Raha, would you like to join us then? We've been gone for quite a while, and this would be the perfect way to refresh those dusty old memories of yours. Oh, of course, if you have me. Clumsicor, Charlian waits. It is infectious, isn't it? Well content, all your lead. Martin is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with questions. You'll leave ground behind by entering a different area using the Ethernet or by putting too much distance between you. You can speak with Graha and select the option to part way. Wish to have Granati accompany you again, return and speak with him at the original. Graha is accompanying you, let's try speaking with Cryo. All set, then let's be on our way. Be the last stand. It's a cafe on the west side of the harbor. You two companions to the last stand and speak with Cryo at the designated. While you accompany, you may contact conversation points along the way, which offer additional topics of discussion. Also, the glowing area. Until the glowing area, speak with your quest companions to initiate these bonus conversations. Go exploring your surroundings together. Oh, this reminds me of the Star Ocean action tab. Peristyle, and it's the first stop for cargo unloading at docks. Find the usual necessary of daily living and other important vitals running on a mission. But also supplies that further Charlene's pursuit of knowledge, mainly large quantity of books, specimens, and samples. Doing these checks, these staff suddenly seems to be quite the tedious business. All these unusual wares, well, no reason why you should take the test upon peak interest. Maybe have been cleared by immigration. They celebrate Charlie in the same way as his Rosie. No glow is there. The studium. The Archon Strength. Oh, Charlene. That's actually a talk. This calls voice featured every time I returned. He's known as Alex Stola. Some people prize the accumulation of wisdom of all else for Tolak. I just heard it earlier, I can't say it. The patient deity is more a matter of pragmatism and belief. Honored him with the rather expressive culture, yes, but our faith is not so restrictive as to stay the Ishgardian. And do worship the their choosing. That's fucking aroma. Last stand. Though research into nutrition and food preparation is quite extensive, the average Charlie tend to describes seizing a flavor with a certain indifference. With Isbelen, our famous Archon Low, the previous settlement against nice cherry value first and taste is think second. With stomach the schools. Insipid meals no longer. So he quit his lessons and put all his saves into building a proper eatery. And so the last stand came to be. It is, as the name implies, the sole dedication outpost for fine dining in Charlian, the one and only bastion of the culinary arts in the Isle of otherwise mediocre fare. Didn't recall their burger being hailed as one of the most impressive items on the menu. Not that I have had the pleasure of eating one myself. Ooh, I'd go for a burger. You were a typical Stallion when it comes to cheap and convenient raha. But surely Tataru has since taught you the appreciation of well-prepared dish. We all stop in when the time permits. Snap up the cafe's delights. I press on. The stairs to the side of the cafe will take us up to the Etherite floor. Orchestrations. Rick? God damn. Hey, dude. Black magic, do you know? Champion of Odia, they say this barbaric hero has prevailed in a multitude of battles, like some avatar of effective violence. The most uncanny how closely you match the given description. What an odd coincidence. One big lobster. Watching them on little cargo really gives you a sense of showing his work ethics. They are more crazy than usual. Other places to explore, talk. Sure, it looks different. I remember. In the usual shape, isn't it? Show you how this is a perfectly functional aetheryte. Remember to tune yourself before you move on. Tour guide I am on. Make to mention of the Confluence, a research facility located on this very plaza. Very much vaulted theories of the reason Charlian stands at the forefront of teleportation technology. So elegant aetheryte allows us to understand and reconstruct what are essentially a lost art. Next destination, Charlie's large market. Agora. Might have browsed the shelves for a moment. Might be some hidden gems I've yet to read. Only a moment, how optimistic. Feel free to browse all you like, but we won't wait around for you. I'll also return here later then. Aww. Little open air bookstores are so uniquely Charlian. Not that a common sight until I visit other nations. Offweb's tomes. Everyone you see is clearly treasured once you leave your door. Shrimp ball, golden salmon roll, greens. Archon loaf, skill, speed, and vitality. Baked with either fish or vegetable flour, this fluffy loaf of rye bread is, from a nutritional standpoint, wholesome indeed. Under 12:36. Under my 490s will last a while. $84 would be better gear, like high quality. Oh, these are better for my gatherings. No. Alright, it'll be 84. Oh, it's alright. I can just craft better ones. Anyone's cracking my coin purse for today, I wonder. The Agora, where you find wares made in Charlian, as well as widespread selection of imported goods. Questionable prototypes of various research institutes. Oh, it died out, for the most part. Am I overselling it? Next stop of our place to our ultimate purpose. Back to Plaza, then head north. The flood. These two decorative features are typical of Charlene architecture. Aside from the research wing, our headquarters on the Isle of Vale were rather simple and rustic by comparison. Nymphemium? The blessing of water. All represents more than life-sustaining liquid. It is a reminder of great flood which anticipated the birth of our nation. Precipitated? Still a symbol of knowledge which flows through Dalek's divine ear. By the name voice, a practically living legend. Look. Ostra. Publish a form or letter of material. Ever since it falls to change. The form and the duties as members mainly remain unchanged. I'm boring you, Raha. You seem awfully distracted. Here one can see the entire city split up below. Puts me in the mind of my arrival in the first. Those of gathered at the Crystal Tower asked me how they might go about building a new home. Naturally, my answers were all inspired by the knowledge of the finest settlement I could think of, the great city of Charlian. Bit by bit, those few buildings grew into a town, a community, the Crystarium. can almost see its echo. I see. Feel free to come up here whenever you wish. I don't think the consoles you object to be enjoying the view. Such memories should be treasured. Tour must go on. Concluding at journey's end. If your cold guy is not. Look at me, do I feel cold? I look like I get cold? Journey's end. This neighborhood is home to the highest echelon of Australian society. There's one enough to run these streets on. So this is where those who put ashore with Archon Nian Kemph put their first homes. The military area for the most important officials and the oldest Charlian family. See that mansion that is clearly larger than its neighbors? That estate belongs to our friends from House Lovier. All things concerned, they should probably keep a distance for the time being. With that, we bring a little Charlian tourist to a close. Our hope was proved to be entertaining and light and great. Well, see, you remember the way, don't you? Towards the harbor, across the bridge to our right, and follow the path towards the Red Plaza. You need to stop me? Oh, nothing's open. Chris, you locked doors. No, I'm a true triad. I need to get the other. Oh. Mr. Reading. And that's a book club. Raha just walking in the fountain. This shiny house here is mine. I'd say I was lucky enough to snag the plot from. No, I really do deserve it. Only pro that doesn't have the one on the left. Oh, son of a bitch! Alright, you can't teleport when you have the part. Bad about that. Why can't you guys take the ether as well? Alright. Any other shiny spots to talk to? Not. Best seen. This is W4. This is about Destiny Act. The other here, you arrive at the doorstep of the phenomenon. I think we'll explore enough for one day. We shall take you here at the another side. Sided with you then. I'm back and I brought Zakuro and Raha with me. Oh, you were right with the ship then? Hello, Graha. It's nice to see you again. It's a pleasure to finally meet you, Zakuro, for many a tale of your Ojika? Jika? Oh, damn it! I knew I should have done the freaking Eureka storyline. Hitsuika, the mission of the Seal of Destiny, he oversees day-to-day business at the Annex. We call his cousin Ejika. We're quite shocked to hear what's become of the Isle. Damn it! It's our opportunity to rejoin the expedition. Ah! Second home students at the Isle of Vale service. The society's the Seas Factory Research. Jason such the self vanished and serve as a base operator. We will see this. Also, wait, I gotta finish the weekend and come back and see the cutscenes for this. So that door on the left, there's all. I could prepare for you now. Please feel free to make yourself at home. Also, this is our inn. The nap rooms. Break for after those. We will I'll order some cheap roadside inn, you pay me a shirt. Lots of frontiers. Flip into the Andrea Justice Steel Fielding. The students has nap rooms, even if many such naps would last well to the following morning. Then I'll be happy to show you to your chamber. Too long coming, I'll wait for you in all the. Ugh. Huh. Oh, I knew I just couldn't do Hydados. Couldn't finish Hydados in time. Oma. Good King Mugomog. I don't remember what that is. Coil. Oh, that's it's right before Crystal Tower. This is Law. Someplace. That map, Rosia. Rosia. I should really call that map of Heidelin. The Sea of Clouds and the freaking airship exploration map. Garuda. Should we wing? Stay here, wait for them to join us.
Pray forgive me. I was delayed.
It's fine, Urianger. We're all here now.
Let's get down to business then, shall we? Come what may, we must prevent the Telophoroi's plans from coming to fruition. At present, I see two paths for gathering the information which may aid us in achieving that goal. The first involves an investigation into the change which has come over Sharlayan, not to mention the recent inscrutable behavior of the Forum. As most of you know, the 99 members of the Forum are elected from the general populace. This alone guarantees a plethora of opinion with regards to foreign policy. The bibliotheques, for example, are a group of conservatives which would have Sharlayan focus on recording history, while remaining entirely uninvolved in the making of it. And at the other extreme, we have advocates for proactive diplomacy and direct intervention. My grandfather Galef was one such member, as was Archon Louisois. Yet despite our diverse factions and philosophies, the recent vote to deny Eorzea's request for assistance was unanimous. Even more concerning was the fact that many cited other, more pressing duties as justification for their recalcitrance.
Fortuno's refusal in Gridania had those same undertones. 'Twas as if, having stared unblinking into the face of impending doom, he had simply turned away to pursue something more important. But what could that possibly be?
A mystery indeed, and one which I ask for your help to solve. Our future may depend on it. As for our second potential path, it concerns a request made directly to the students of Baldessian. Our organization was founded primarily to study strange and unexplained phenomena the world over. Mysterious relics and ruins, arcane disturbances, and so forth. Compared to our more isolationist Sharlayan colleagues, we have strong connections overseas, namely with scholars and academics who share our passion for the unknown. The request in question comes from one such acquaintance, Nidana, an alchemist residing in distant Thavnair. Her missive describes the sudden appearance of a tower, and the subsequent summoning of what I can only assume is a lunar primal. In response to this threat, the satrap of Radzat-Han, the individual who governs the city-state, has instructed the alchemists to find a means to deal with the spire.
The artisans of that land are heirs to an ancient tradition, one rather unlike that of their Uldan counterparts. It is possible, nay, probable, that they have gleaned truths unattainable by Eorzea or her Far Eastern allies.
They do, in fact, appear to have a strategy in mind, though it will require further research. To that end, they have requested an introduction to a capable warrior shielded by the blessing of light.
Assuming we divide our forces to pursue both of Kral's lines of inquiry, then having you join the group heading to Thavnair would seem the obvious choice. But the investigation in Sharlayan is of vital importance as well. Equal, I think, to the Thavnairian one, given that the fate of the world may hinge on the results of both.
Yes, it is quite the quandary. Though it is a great imposition and an altogether too common one, our efforts would be more likely to succeed were you to lead the charge on both fronts.
I got it.
You are indeed our champion. As to which task to tackle first, we will defer to your decision. Let us next decide how everyone else might best be assigned. As for myself, I shall continue what I've begun in Sharlayan. I should also like to steal the services of an Archon or two.
and thereby gain access to a greater range of reading material. I will help with that.
Allow me to offer my assistance. I have some small amount of experience in the field of research.
Alize and I would also like to help, if you would have us.
Anything to understand even a fraction of what our father and the Forum might be thinking.
Of course! The more the merrier.
Right. The rest of us will make the journey to Thavner. Thoughts? Objections?
I passed through Thavner on my way to infiltrate the Empire, and though I'm not qualified to give a guided tour, I did gain a sense of where things lie.
I'll be happy to have you along then. So for this group, it will be you, me, and Urianger.
Give me a moment afterwards, and I'll supply you with all the details of Nadana's request. Consider this hall our rendezvous point once our respective tasks are complete. May our investigations prove fruitful.
Alright. The usual beginning split quests. There's more than that one part. I'm probably playing Eureka on stream then. And then auto. Choose. In the books. Need a non. What's an agent? Armor Lassie. Yogurt and spices fresh chickens fuses the milk sweetness of armor. Well, I can show the iterate and see which will waste time we do not have. This could aid the force of the confluence. Close there. Confluence though. I'm afraid so, my friend. Thou would recall the hunt for Iceheart. Thou would guessing we delivered thy owning of the knowledge of our comrade Brida. Brida was the authority of meteorology. The study she did embark upon in pursuit of her parents. Both are authorities of their own right, and both are researchers of the conflict. Have you gone to see them yet? I attempted to do so earlier, but to my shame, my courage failed me at the last. As it had many times, I thought to reach out to them after sending that fateful letter. The time no introspection have revealed unto me that word I should speak, and thus shall I keep my silence. Whether you come with us or no, it's your choice and yours alone. If it's too difficult, we'll manage. I'll Arthur kind of say so, but I have no intention of forsaking our cause. Let's go to the conference that shall face that have long been overdue. Kite. Public facility future. Originally, the far east is Encanto. It's made of timber and like land of his. The firm grasp and the fundamentals of ether. Study the papers of those who came before me. I'm currently studying a trustee written by Jika Tenshi. Their face, all your library books overdue again. Our knowledge, we're associate of Cryo of the students of Baldessian. We pass to Tavnar and understand that you can assist us. Ah, the test subjects. Welcome. Test subjects? Oh, you haven't heard? Well then, allow me to explain. So in order to travel to an aetheryte, you already need to attune to it beforehand. Otherwise, you can't use it as a beacon to seek out whether you're a mess of ether hurtling along the light stream. The inconvenient but unconventional limitation of the right teleportation. What if I would tell you that there's a way to travel to an aetheryte without being attuned to it? A way to teleport instantly to a place you've never been. Long years we've labored to such travel possibilities that people might move about more freely. We've done it. We've created a new kind of aetheryte that doesn't require attunement. Changes everything. While my line may have been a bit misleading, the user needs not attune to those aetherytes, but the aetherytes themselves must have been pre-attuned to each other, thereby felicitating travel between the 2 points. But it just so happens that our first test pair of aetherytes have been installed here in Charlene and the other over in Yellowmed, Wotan, Tavnar. Yedlim Mud. Our nation has long maintained strong ties with Razat Han, and indeed we owe much of the breakthrough to the combination of their alchemists. Some up were to test these Aetherites. How fortunate this for you. I should mention that an accident has impaired my ability to channel ether. This will be a problem. Matter of fact, you could say these Aetherites were made for people like you, your good self. The magic is within will whisk you away without any effort on your part. Everybody dream come true. Probably for me to worry about such things. Do we have permission to make use of your shiny new invention? Ruling who all said. To fight test subjects, most people seem to have an unreasonable fear of the soul gradually disintegrating as they drift up, obviously in live stream. Aren't most people? Probably truly knows how to pickle. Both son and mistress. Bully. Bulweeda. Find their post, their expertise needed elsewhere. I'm about to form myself, but I'm not beyond deep. Go before you change your mind. Please cease your preparation and head outside to the right plaza. Be long short. Oh yeah, he's already been there. Maybe I didn't have. I shall devote mine all to that day.
We're all set. Just the 4 of you, was it?
3. I'm already attuned to the crystal in Thavnir.
You are? Oh. I would have preferred more test subjects. Oh, well, never mind. If our 3 travelers could line up here, please? Yes, right there is fine. Take a deep breath, and I'll soon have you soaring through the ether. Oh, and one last thing. You might experience a teensy-weensy touch of violent ethereal sickness. Good luck!
And then I agree to this. Talking chunks in the ether.
Thavnir, home to city-state Rads at Han. Rising from the southeast waters of the Bounty, this Isle of Plenty served as the battleground for a conflict between two peoples. Their cultures bled into one another until a unique amalgamation was distilled from the chaos, in a process not unlike their precious alchemy. Once solidified as a single nation, an adamant stance of neutrality would hold invaders at bay for a time.
I made it.
Now across this vibrant isle creeps a fog of malice. What choice do you have?
Guess not. I do get motion sickness in real life.
What chance? Against such an insidious foe.
There's a bar tavern. Fetal position.
I've seen fairer faces after a bout of bad shellfish. Let me bring you something to drink. That should help settle your bellies.
There was a note with Kryle's instructions. Don't let a Stinian roam the markets alone. He's alarmingly bad with coin.
Oof. You managed to walk yourself on your feet, but given your condition, will you be able to reach the city in time? Falling for fetal position. Oh God, no. Alright, attuning later. Attuning later. Stinian. to 19,800 gil. Not one, not two, but 3 balls. Bargain amongst bargains. The price is highly warbly and you want to stay as much to the same, but the words of willing to cry out will be accompanied by your old last meal. If one just to deny that. No. Shouldn't by lastly the merchant is swindling me? Whoa. Yeah, my price confused. It's actually 1,890 gil. 3 balls of lassie. It would have been quite costly for both of us. Very well then, coin. I'll just get some rest. No. Oh yeah. Oh boy. The king comes. Let's fight it. This armor flavored lassie is posted to still unruly stomach. Oh, my stomach does loosen its death grip. Yes, the finest fruit of this land. Where's the Tataru's wrath? Sweet release. You have... Here. I found it. This is the most I could do against the heat for the shredding my armor. It's a coach one. This is something we tough and not easily unraveled. How much did it cost? 9,400 gil. Steel, I was told. It's nothing fancy, but I've always thought it as a function over form. That's incredible. They're not even often not good. Holy candle to you. There's just the price high, but that's 2 cents of beer. Good Azure Dragon to put. So unscrupulous. There you go. I mean, Daphne as its dominion, the nation of Razathan had long thrived as a hub of commerce. Akasodara, the Matanga tribe indigenous to and they come to join forces with other races, and though they're mingling a culture rich of distinct what did emerge. Tells happy in such good governance and stringent neither of which I see any evidence. The price seems rapid, just that our side is much weakened. Golden Hub, Domod. Intranetal deposit. On low tide. Alright, split up and make in town. Here's mines. Once we have learned what we can, we regroup by the Aetheryte. Outputting the west side of it, maybe. Nothing good to level it up. Ooh, but they're further spoiling as if they have been left. Oh, so some here. What kind of fish can I find? Now you use for cooking. There's 2 more fish here. Oh, I didn't fish a Charlian. Oh, Oh, when I get back. I caught everything. This. And click that. Dolphins as well. How are the reigning hosts? Was moving off nearby isles with the silhouette of large fishing vessel. Very little activity. So I think these. Go to like Ozel Hall. Cause Hall. Azal. Yeah. Of salt wind sail. The harbor. What goes we can. This is through the. 2 point. Goods to tomorrow. Down north. Down there. Baskets aren't coming. We already have everything they ordered. What are we supposed to do with it? I know, but yelling at me ain't gonna help. All I know is that their plans have changed, and that's that. Look, you must have known this might happen. The Empire is not war with itself. The provinces are in chaos. You know, this is doing a monstrosity. But no protection out here. We can't blame foreigners for not wanting. Enormous lot. Some ships are still. Fresh produce handicraft. They're not. to fight only the friends where his quality is. Left your version. One definitely postponed. You are? Wait, you're from are you not a merchant? Please tell me you're a merchant. I see, that's a shame. Something, please talk to one of the others. Asya, I'm here to see Kazal. I see he's busy, I'll come back later then. Thank you. You want to speak with Cloud 2? The Christian of Akiali near my village. Kazal who offers to farm merchant, but he hasn't bought anything. He became worried and decided to come and see him. I just want to stack out my inventory. Yeah, that saves me 2 inventory spots. Other worlds helping people. Pressure should be the portion I couldn't preserve and I want to sell them. I'm terrible with people only dealt with all day. I'll take us without in my trunk in a twist. The events file cannot be skipped. You wish to cancel any pending duty ritual. I'm not doing any duties. Just I should probably do some of my dailies for novels and such. I should straight from the sea swims your mouth. Greeting friends, how fair you of late. One of given the circumstances, things have got settled down somewhat, but that's a tower for security. Even going whether they can jumping over each other to get to. They're afraid. Can you remain there for now, but I'll stay away. And to come back, continue with my life, such as it is. The time will tell. place like home, but well, trust me, I don't. To keep well clear of the towers, and when more monsters emerge from them, I heed the radius hosts. The runs much you were talking to a meal, satisfying. You did good work. Speaking of meals, why not have some fresh fish today? What should she say? You beat me like that, how can I not? My Pharaoh gave me some of your fish. Hook, line, and sinker. This bowl's called coconut milk or baked with sprinkled salt. Ooh, that does sound good. Alright, the nice guy act worked there. Next one might be different. Group by chance. I need so many armor for it. Trade by trade, with no vessels coming these days, the wares up begin. Goes by with. You actually know how you feel. Damn it! Got straight for the fish. Told myself the next guy act wouldn't work the second time. Why did I do that? Oh hey, Uranji. Fresh fish. Damn it. I only got one sale. Damn it. I don't even know how to do the nice guy act. This is why I don't work sales. I work in the back. Ooh, a plus quest. Deep Child. Where? Ah, your face is known to me. You are the warrior who fought for the Mole Nadam. Huh. I'm Olgu of the Atayin. Atayin. It was your bravery and skill which inspired me to embark upon my own hero's journey. And now I've foolishly blended into a den of Matanga. Why do these adults walk without fear? Do they not care for they are slaughtered? So let's try. Matanga are not like the these Matanga are not. I doubt your words, but grandmother always warned me if you catch the Matanga you must turn tail and flee as fast as far as you can. Now we're awful and bloody, and so now the entire sight of them, it terrorizes unbidden. No, I cannot stay here. I must earn enough coin to buy passage from this nightmare island as soon as possible. I must decide for time till then I will meet this Sankana. This Just whether no one told me that Kana was a Matanga. I asked you to speak with her in my stead. Yudliman. Yudliman Traveler? I'm Kankana. It is my job to assign the right work for the right workers. Have your name. Pearl and Ugo. Was it? Got it down. Oh grandmother, why? Why did it have to be on my tongue? The companion quite alright. An understandable reaction. The Gajasura tribe have done much to stain the reputation of our people. You're looking for work, though, yes? Many have been forced to take what they can get since the trouble began. So I'm afraid all the simple jobs are gone. For what's left, I only have tasks fit for seasoned fighters. Does that sound like something you can do? Fighting? I can fight, you should doubt. My skill is lacking to that of the Dragonbane, the legendary Chaka Zol herself. I'm not familiar with that name. You sound familiar indeed. Why don't we start you out on escort duty? All to Heart's materials ask that I send any prospective protectors their way should I have publicity. What? They already set off? Our duty not to escort them? From Kajaya's footsteps. Dance and costumes for the dancers and actually speak of do they include Matanga in tier number? Wasn't Aka Sodara who submitted the request? I hope they won't be a problem. Oh no, I look forward to waiting at the feet of my most feared enemy. Give the stress of Victor and have to reward the test will be yours. And to fish before I leave, Yadmod. Yadmod was a partial employer. The escort, yes. You guys not well. She seemed a touch shaky. Wasn't necessary because he's here. That way, I don't need to fear him or being harmed. Perfect. The wilds and roam around and space. Alpha as you continue patrol. Tuss, Dunks, bone crunchy feet. I don't know why people like the beast, man. Everyone's probably, if they could, they'd probably be a catfish. Those are gonna shaking it. Save the piece. Every time I stood at my back, my fallen body feels so big. I'll say, if any of the beastmen do become playable, don't expect to get armor or glamour. Deep breath. For me, of his rescue, though, we have. Rain monster. What's the state of terror? Oh, that's nice. They get to follow me now. That's just the scions. That's good. Long tongue. Iskala. Oh, Isaka. Ooh, no more raids. There. Grandma, no. Hey, one shot at grandma. Which kills my grandma always said that the hunter would be swift. What was for this long time? Oh, thank you, yes. Chris, I thought it would. This is first. Silver. Bum 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 bum. Oh. Salad. I think people already have flying here. Coin purse. The sleepy son of a doll snatched it from me. Placed in to please. I lost sight of him in the market, along with all my worldly wealth. Oh, food. That's That's go to us Akasodara. Not to be in the same room, but some of them anyway. Guilty. What else now? Build. I'm not one to turn down free food. Uh. Well. Right, we saw a boy jump out the windows. We approached. But hasn't returned. Do you think? You're a boy who fell for my comfort. If you're looking for those. Awesome. Oh, because last person. I was on the edge. Same kid. Sure. Big fish don't spare the baits. Take the bait. Not bad. The Akasadara. A cashier? Cashier. It's check hotel. Oh, he's dead. Oh, knocked out. but the Chapman Ridge could not be continued. Those who prey on the weak are undeserving of mercy. Oswell. Right back where you started. Facing your fears. That was a nice side quest. Back to Paladin. Other people get ready to fight. Nope. No, flew too close. It's just lights. And it's dead. When the result. Also divinity. Old tongues. Austrian folk. Oh, was. Where we begin to Manga. Come on, Saya. Man and the Margot. King's Goal is give our most major system. Mamun's Cinderia. What was this? And Ruva. The Ruva is use this as a builder of the Akura. And there are dragons. Worship dragons too? That's Rob. What was it? Or the covenant with the dragon divinity. Entity of the Satrap. Hold that if when the Satrap is needed, the dragon ally will fly to its dragon ally. Hana. Please cut to great work. Of long. So weird having things hurt now. Good work. That's a double chunk holiday. Oh, there are dead people.
What happened here?
Their dress marks them as alchemists. I see no evidence of injury or poison.
Thinkest thou they but slumber?
I believe so. Whether it is by choice is another question entirely.
Oh, we have guests. You must excuse the poor welcome. Long days and longer nights have taken their toll, as you can see.
Oh, they all worked.
I am Vashan, servant to the satrap. My task was, in fact, to wake these good men and women, if you will allow. People of the great work, I come bearing new scales.
Scales? We have new scales?
Yes, my friends. Gather round. I have them right here.
Oh, happy day. Now I can continue my experiment.
Many thanks.
One for me.
Those are dragon scales.
Yes, such materials are vital to their most pressing research.
Rashanan?
And we are fortunate to have them. Our experiments are so close to bearing fruit. Soon we will have a talisman capable of nullifying the etheric emissions from that accursed tower. Did I say something wrong? Are you not here with Varshan?
Varshan?
Wait, who are you people? Of course! You're the one Kryl sent. The warrior of light we've been waiting for.
Ah, this is a day of celebration. Praise be to Cinderuva!
Cinderuva.
The winds have shifted. I feel it. The end to our toil is near.
I feel it too. My head hasn't been this clear in days.
Tell me, how did you acquire those scales?
Curious that it concerns you so. But worry not. They were freely given by the dragon with whom our satrap has forged a lawful pact.
That is well.
You must be quite familiar with dragons, yes?
Is this their congealed blood I see on your weapon?
Speaking of dragon blood, you yourself have been infused with it, have you not? I would like to draw a file or two, if so. Now, see here. Come along, come along. I must insist that you visit our laboratory.
Cease your shoving, or so help me.
Uyache, the prayer.
Oh dear, your poor companion. What with the new scales and your timely arrival, my colleagues are a little giddy with excitement. No harm will come to him, I promise. Meanwhile, shall we find a quiet place to talk? As you may have guessed, I am Nidana, the alchemist who sent the request to your Mistress Kryl. We have workshops across the nation collaborating on this research project. But it is here, at the Great Work, where I collate our results. Come with me, all of you, and I can explain the crux of the situation.